Hello and welcome to Learn Twin Flame Tarot. So today we're using an easy deck of cards, the Twin Flames Tarot Made Easy, to do a Celtic or Celtic cross spread. So we're going to use this deck to really tap in with the energy of what we need to know now, and that's how I'm going to show you how you read this deck and how you tap it intuitively with the cards. So the Celtic cross spread really tells a story. You know, it tells a story, as all the cards do, about what's going on. So it allows us to get into the nitty-gritty of the situation and help the person we're reading for the best we can. So there's 10 parts to this reading, to this spread. The first card down is about the situation itself. And that's usually why the person has come to see you. You know, why the person wants a reading in the first place. So the first card is why they're here. You know, what the situation is. So we're going to set the intention to the universe. What do we need to know? What's the situation? Look at that straight out there. So I'm putting that in the middle there. The next card is about something that may be blocking the situation. So a block, remember, can be a good thing as well as a bad thing. You know, the person it's happening to may see it as a bad thing because it seems to be in the way or stopping things from happening. But in spiritual truth, it's always a good thing because it could be angel protection, or it could be creating the way for something better or for that miracle healing to occur. So what's the block within this situation? What's the block? So when we get more cards coming out, it's because there's clarifiers here. So there may be a few things creating a block in this situation here. So I'm going to keep them for learning purposes. Okay, usually one card would come out if you're doing this kind of reading, but always trust your intuition. You know, if more cards come out and you feel they need to be there, then take them. Sometimes you'll feel too many's come out. You just know. It's how you get to learn, you know, to kind of become one with your deck of cards. Like I feel at one with the deck when I'm using it. It becomes part of me. So you feel it the way you feel your own body. So the next question down, or the next part of the spread, is the basis of the situation. So again, cards 1 and 3 really go together, because 1 is kind of the reason they're here, the situation, and the third card is kind of the basis of it all, what it means, what's going on. So what's the basis of the situation? What's the basis? I'm going to shuffle until I get a clear card. I'm going to shuffle until I get a clear card. There we go. And again, you know, you can do this another way. This is just the way I do this now because I'm so used to the cards. When I first started reading tarot, I didn't do it this way. I would shuffle and then I would like shuffle until I felt they were ready, because you just feel it. And then I split the deck in 3 and then I would just put the cards out like this. Okay, instead of doing it the way that I'm doing it now. So you have a choice, but I talk about that in, you know, shuffling and kind of dealing. So the next card is the immediate future. So what's the immediate thing that's coming in around this situation? The immediate thing, please, angels. Wow. Okay, so what I'm feeling with this, I'm going to take them for training purposes. Usually I would take this card because I feel that's the energy, but I feel these cards are clarifiers, so I'm going to put them with it. Okay, just so we can have a look at what's going on in more detail, and it helps you to understand and learn the cards. So what is coming into the future? So always say immediate future, then future. Okay, I've got one card for that one, and then the long-term future around this situation. So these are things that are going to come in around the question. And then we've got the way that you see it. So the way you see it is the way the customer or the client or the person you're reading for, or you know, are seeing it. So how are you seeing the situation? And remember, you know, you may be tuning into this. I've got 2 cards there because you want to read it. And maybe you're just tapping in with this reading because it's going to answer some questions for you. The next card down is how others see it, and that's the card. And then we've got the hope or the fear. 2 cards or 3 cards coming out there. The hope or the fear. And then the outcome of this whole reading, the outcome of the situation. They're giving me fear. So I feel again, you know, yesterday when we did this spread with the Radiant Rider-Waite Tarot, I've got 3 cards there. It was about, you know, like a fear-based energy, worry around the connection, anxiety. And again, that really resonates with where we are on the journey right now in real time as I record this, because there is some anxiety around both twins right now about the future and, you know, what's going on. So let's have a look then. So the first card down is, the situation. So the situation is giving and receiving. Wow. Giving and receiving. So for the twin flames, it's very clear that maybe the feminine has been giving, over-giving, giving too much to the divine masculine and not really feeling anything back, wanting to have a balanced energy. So what I'm feeling here is the connection in union is always balanced. So the connection right now needs to be balanced in the right energy of giving and receiving. And the Six of Pentacles is, this energy where what we give out, we receive. And there's a cat. Everything happens for a reason. Remember in a reading, in the corner of my eye, I saw something moving and I was guided to it. Now that doesn't happen all the time. If I'm meant to see it, I will. So the cat, remember, is about independence and psychic awareness. So seeing that cat is also a big sign here that when we are over-giving, it's always a sign from our higher self and our angels to start giving back to ourselves. And that means looking after ourselves, being independent. And remembering that when we give, we receive at the right time. So if you're feeling depleted or drained, so I feel the person you're reading for may be feeling a bit depleted or drained because, they feel they're over-giving, they feel they're always trying or, trying to control things or reaching out or trying to make it happen. The message is take a step back, focus on the self and allow the journey to unfold, because then it will all happen in equally balanced alignment energy of giving and receiving. And this is also could be about service. So maybe the person you're reading for is wanting to go into service, wanting to work on service, doing readings or spiritual work, wanting to give and also receive. So I also feel that this could be about someone who wants to, be out in the open and be doing these readings, but maybe a bit afraid to ask for an energy exchange. When we give a reading, we need an energy exchange. So for example, when I do this reading, the energy exchange, because it's free, is you liking it and being subscribed to the channel and commenting and being here. That's an energy exchange. So if you do a personal reading for someone and you give them a personal reading, then they pay you for that reading because it's an energy exchange. So this is also reminding you in life there has to be an energy exchange. Otherwise we feel depleted and drained and like we're over-giving. So I'm feeling both here. So obviously it'll be a bit different when you do a reading because the person may say, oh, I want to know about my twin or I want to know about this or that. Sometimes people can come to you for a reason. They say, I just want a reading. They don't tell you anything. I've done face-to-face readings before where they haven't told me anything. So I've had to intuitively, read the energy, and that's what I felt there. So, some of you may be resonating with the fact that you may be over-giving to your twin, or maybe you've stopped doing that, you're giving back to yourself right now, and that it's all balancing into equal energy, or it's connected with service and giving, even career or work, or some form of giving out, needing to be paid back for it. Interesting. So we've got blocks around this then. So quite a few cards here as clarifiers. So what's blocking this giving and receiving energy? Hope. Maybe you've lost hope. And this is a block, but it can also be something that could be working for or against the connection. Hope is there. You're on the right path, 17. So always read the card intuitively. So what really is standing out in that card is the number 17. And 717 or 17 is an energy where it says whatever's happening right now, you're on the right path. There is hope here. And we've got the sun, rejuvenation. So rejuvenate yourself because that will bring hope in. So there's a block there because this person who, the divine feminine is learning to give back to the self and fill up her own cup and rejuvenate herself and fill herself back up with hope. So when there is a block to union or, there's separation or anything like that, when we feel that our twin isn't giving to us in equal measure, we learn to give back to the self, which brings in rejuvenation. So because we're giving back to ourselves, we feel replenished and our hope returns because we're focusing on faith, not doubt. And spiritual path, the Hierophant. So it's also part of the spiritual path. So again, I'm really feeling with the number 5 there connected with change. Changes to move into service for the spiritual path, for the good of others as well as yourself. Because what we give out, we receive. And when we're giving, we feel good. So this can also be connected with the spiritual path that you are on. You're wanting to give and receive, and that's bringing in a new beginning, and it also brings in decisions. So there's decisions. Now, we look at it from a twin flame perspective. There has to be a new beginning, and that may take a decision where the masculine leaves behind the past or a karmic energy to be able to give and receive in equal measure to the feminine. In service, this could be a decision being made to make changes, so you follow your own path and you follow a spiritual path to bring in that new beginning. So I feel like I'm doing two readings, okay? One's about the twin flames and one's about service, you see. And it's just how they're guiding me to do it, because we haven't set an intention for this message. Even though this is a twin flame tarot series, you are a twin flame, which means you are a healer, an earth angel, an empath, a starseed. You know, you're here to make a difference on the planet. So clearly you have a mission too in service. So the basis of the situation is highs and lows, Knight of Cups. So highs and lows. This can also mean the masculine wanting to reach out. So I feel this is definitely emotion. You know, you knowing that it's the masculine who has to be able to give to you in equal balance. The masculine needs to be the one to reach out to you. The masculine needs to be the one to show you love. And sometimes that brings highs and lows, because we can go into fear and anxiety thinking, when's it going to happen? Is it going to happen? We go into some fear around it. But also this is about the highs and lows of this twin flame journey, you know, of this spiritual path, because we have moments where we feel good and moments where we feel bad. So we have to go with the flow. So we've got quite a few cards for the immediate future. So the main card is travel. And this is the Eight of Wands. So traveling towards what you want, things moving forward, things shifting, things changing. And there's clarifiers. So maybe some travel needs to come in to bring in that equal balance. Maybe this means that your masculine needs to come to you over water or over distance in a drive or on a plane. You know, needs to come to you to be able to give to you. In service, this means that you may need to travel. Maybe you want to travel to be of service. You want to go to a new place. You know, you may want to travel to a new country to give in that way. So things are changing. So the Eight of Wands is an energy of movement, things moving forward. So in the immediate future, things are going to improve and move forward. But we've got clarifiers. So we've got the 5 and the 9 of Pentacles, which is about worry and self-love. So to release worry around the situation, work on self-love. You know, give back to the self, which always steps us into our power and helps us to let go, so that we understand that giving is equal. Okay, so remember, this is the travel energy here, to give and receive. We've got the Page of Cups, communication and love messages. So there is communication and love messages coming into the immediate future here, which means the masculine will reach out to the feminine, which means there will be an equally balanced connection here, because once the feminine pulls back her energy, the masculine steps forward into it. Very powerful. We've got the 7 of Cups for choices. So choices, again, we had the decisions card. So, you know, we're asking the question, are they going to make decisions to bring in this connection equally? Is it going to change? And we've got choices coming into the immediate future, and the High Priestess with intuition. So we know this intuitively. That's why we saw the cat, because the cat is a psychic being and it's connected with that. So trust your intuition. You are building something. Something is building, you know, from all the things that we go through, and there will be an eventual positive outcome. So this is a very powerful reading already, because it's showing you, you know, you want to be able to give and receive equally, whether that's with your twin or in service, and there will be an eventual positive outcome. The angels are reassuring you that this is falling into place. So the next card is solitude. So what's coming into the future is time to think, time to go within, time to process, time to work things out. So that may be the masculine needing to do that, or the person you're reading for needing to do that for service. And look at this, the Chariot moving forward. So to get the 8 of Wands and the Chariot coming out together, it's very powerful energy. And the Chariot is also connected with July, and we're in August as I record this in real time, while moving into August. So it's showing you things are moving forward now. Things are happening now to move this forward. So the energy around the way you see the situation is through separation, there'll be victory. So even though you may be in some form of separation from your twin, you know that, it's leading to victory. It's leading to a better future, because separation is preparation. So it's all about perception. It's all about the way you see this journey that makes it real. We've got the way they see it as reunion and celebration. So other people can see you moving towards each other, and the masculine sees them moving towards you. And this is also about celebrating and, being happy. So it's also about celebrating what you're doing and loving life. So for the service aspect of things, it's about feeling good about what you're doing, celebrating that new beginning, enjoying things, reuniting with others who get you, like-minded beings. And in love, this is about reunion and coming back together. So the hope or the fear is love. And the Ace of Cups is the relationship that you want. The fear is you may be feeling lost. You may not know what's next or what's to do. But the love conquers all. The divine love is the answer. So your hope is love. And love is the answer to all of your questions. So the outcome is, look at this, resurrection. I've got angel bumps. Look at this. What's the whole reason we're asking this question? We're doing this reading, giving and receiving. Balance. The outcome is balance. All you have to do is set the intention. So you've set the intention here to bring balance into your connection, to bring equally balanced giving and receiving, and that's the outcome. Resurrection. Things falling into place. So for the twin flames, this is showing that this is moving into place. The masculine will return in time in an equally balanced energy, and the journey will be resurrected. And that's the intention that you were setting. For service, set the intention you want, that you want to be paid for what you're doing, that you want to receive, resources or money or support or whatever you want from your giving. And then that balanced energy will come in, so you receive. Very powerful. I hope this helps. Have a great day, and I'll see you soon.